All right. 373 got front door. All right, boys, let's go. Blaine County Sheriff's Department, everybody, do not move. Put your hands up.
Oh my God.
Put your down on your knees. Do not move.
Okay.
Was just because I was going to take my shirt off?
Everybody down on your knees.
What's happening? What's going on?
We are executing warrants for
Oh my God, he's
the
executing
arrest
us.
of Bryce Woods, Wilmer Figel, and Chuck Livingston. Do not move.
For what?
Where did Uncle Chuck go?
Where'd Charles go?
I think he's in the back.
He's
oh,
crawling on the
here's
ground.
Oh my
the
God.
pool table. He's by the pool table.
I can't believe this.
what do we have warrants for?
It's just for calling you old.
Units, do you have non-lethal?
No, I got lethal.
What the heck did you guys do?
All right, I'll go in and...
We'll get one up at a time, and we'll bring them outside.
Sounds good.
All right, Mr. Figelberry, you mind standing up for
Jerry,
me real
listen to me.
quick?
It's gonna be okay.
Is this because of the
Okay.
questions I asked you earlier? I wasn't serious.
What questions?
It was just about the ID.
Let's head out this door here, all right?
Oh my
David,
God,
Margie,
that's right.
look after Jerry.
Absolutely.
Yep, got it.
Oh,
Jerry, it's okay. Look at Granny. It's gonna be all right.
yeah, we haven't
What's
done anything. It'll be.
happening?
I don't know, honey.
Bryce Woods, please stand up.
No.
Okay,
Right,
it'll
honey,
be
as soon as
okay. It'll be okay.
As soon as you can, call me. I'll bail you.
Okay.
Bryce,
okay.
please start walking towards the front door.
Okay. It'll be okay, Jerry. It'll be okay.
Sweetheart, take a deep breath. It's okay.
529,
Can we
Bryce
ask what
Woods
the
is ready.
warrants are for?
Miss Woods, you mind just stepping out here?
Yeah.
Friendly coming out.
A lot smoother than I expected.
I know. I was thinking they were gonna run.
Same here. Do we have a press over here?
I believe so.
Yeah, the female is behind me right out by the wall.
All right. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you with the press?
I am.
Would you like a statement at this time?
I would. Actually, hold on real fast. Let me go get the guy from JStorm News over here. We'll work together.
Very well.
Okay.
Very well. All right. At this time, the Blaine County Sheriff's Department has executed warrants for the arrest of Wilmer Figel-Berry, Bryce Woods, Chuck Livingston, and Dan Morgan in relation to tampering and destroying evidence concerning the disappearance of Wyatt Thompson. We believe that these individuals are harboring information and have destroyed evidence pertaining to the fate of Mr. Thompson. At this point, they will be taken over to the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. They will be booked in. At this point, the investigation is not over with, but this is an official update. And we will keep you further updated as the investigation continues. If you have any questions, please direct them towards our public information officer at this time. But once again, I'd like to say that Wilmer Figel-Berry, Bryce Woods, Chuck Livingston, and Dan Morgan have all been apprehended in relation to the disappearance of Wyatt Thompson.
Alrighty, gentlemen and lady, this way, please.
Let's get him back there, get him booked in and into a cell.
Alright,
Can we have the same cell?
if you would follow me, please.
The whole way?
No longer trash.
It's
I
your
recanted
buddy.
my statement.
No longer. Oh my God.
All right. Good job.
Hey, good job. Thank you very much.
Tag along.
No problem. Thank you, man. Good job out there.
Well, talk to them.
I'm right back at you.
Which one do you want first? Hey,
What is it?
which one do you want first so we don't put them in the
Oh, you're
same
very
cell?
tough behind the
Place,
bars, aren't
place
you?
Mr. Livingston
all I'm saying
in
is
the
that I think
interrogation
Caden
room.
is number one. I thought this what
Alright.
this is not. Is that not what this means?
Come here, let me
Mr.
pick you in the
Livingston,
eye,
if you would
loser.
follow me, please.
Why can't I be in a cell with my fiance?
If you can just step in this cell here.
Look, make sure you
Smells
interrogate.
like your mom.
Yeah, it smells like freedom, dude.
If you would just take a seat.
Oh, is that
please.
right?
I'm just gonna cuff you to the table now, okay?
Alright, calm down.
Like a madhouse out there already.
I kind of figured it was going to be a madhouse once I got all in here.
Yeah, that's true. Wish this was more like Mission Row and we'd have multiple rooms.
True, true.
I can hear you through the glass.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Is it?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn the microphone on.
Yeah, turn the microphone off.
I've just been through the wash too many times.
Hey, just make sure you guys whisper in here.
Is it? Shut up. What top is that?
Hey, if everyone can
Just cycle the colors.
One loser, two loser, three
Oh, God, what?
Hello there, Mr. Livingston.
What's going on?
It's
All right, I bet you're wondering what you're doing here.
Yeah.
Well, remember that conversation we had a couple days ago about Mr. Wyatt Thompson?
At the burger
That's what
shop?
Chuck said.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Were you being 100% truthful with me when we were relaying the information about what happened out there?
I think so.
I don't need that color.
All right, all right. So,
Yeah, I know.
I tell you what, Mr. Livingston, let's just start right from the top there. What were you guys doing out there on the boat that day?
We were doing the taser tag thing.
You saw nothing.
Oh, okay, the taser tag thing. See, the other night you said y'all were just going out for a family adventure to explore a boat.
Well, yeah, we were exploring, and we brought tasers, and we were, had just, messing with each other.
I see. So you all were just messing with each other with tasers?
Well, there's a couple other people there.
All right. And what spurred this taser game y'all were playing?
Well, I think it was like Wilma's idea.
All right. And what was the whole idea? Just to have fun?
Yeah, he wanted to do a thing with people and have some sort of event or something for people to do it.
Oh my god.
I see, I see. Mr. Livingston, are you associated with the company known as the Conglomeration Network Television, otherwise known as CNT?
What?
Well, no, not anymore.
Not anymore. At the night of Mr. Thompson's quote-unquote accident, were you part of CNT?
Yeah.
Was the taser tag game out there a sponsored event by CNT?
No.
Okay, all right. See, that's where we're kind of having a problem, Mr. Livingston, because we do have testimony from other individuals involved, including the winner of a car, that this was in fact a CNT-sponsored contest.
Exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, actually.
Well, it was.
Over there, ass.
We were looking at maybe doing it with CNT, and we did a test trial run of it, and it didn't work, so we didn't do it.
Gotcha. Okay, it was a test trial. Wouldn't you think this would be something that we would kind of want to know there? Initially when I first talked to you.
Well, I didn't think it was that important. We didn't really. Nothing came of it, and then CNT wasn't really involved. Wilma kind of set it up, and CNT was gonna look into maybe sponsoring it, but then we never did.
I gotcha. Okay. So, as it being a test run for a CNT production, I'm sure you had a role out there, correct? You had some sort of job?
Yeah, yeah.
And what was your job there?
Well, I was just, making sure that it was all running somewhat smooth.
Okay, so you're kind of like an on-set producer of sorts, or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. As the on-set producer, kind of making sure everything was running smooth, what did you see that was going on out there?
Well, I saw a lot of people having a lot of fun, and you know, they were running around and laughing and enjoying themselves, and then you know, I saw somebody somebody tripped and fell, but they were okay, and you know, then somebody else fell, and I don't know if they were okay.
All right. Who else, as far as being involved with CNT, was out there besides Wilmer, since you've already mentioned?
Well, Larry Berry was there.
Okay.
And then Little Bill.
Bill
and
Burns / or hyphen Berry?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay.
And then Dan Morgan was there too.
Dan Morgan was there. Okay. So, what roles did Dan have working for the company?
To be a bitch.
I think Dan was a cameraman. He was filming some stuff.
You said Dan Morgan was the cameraman.
Yeah, he had a camera out.
Okay. So, Mr. Livingston, what happened with the footage that was being shot out there that day?
Well, like I said, we were testing it to see if it was going to be anything.
Sure.
Shut up, Dan.
And it just didn't turn out, so we just, you know, we got rid of it.
Okay, all right. So what was on the footage that Dan shot?
Well, it was just a lot of like shaky footage of like, you know, people running around and, you know, a couple people tasing some people, but it was nothing that was really interesting for a show.
All right. Let's talk about Mr. Thompson's quote unquote accident. Did you see what happened?
Well, no, I didn't. I heard that somebody fell, and then I saw them on the ground. That was it.
Okay. And did you go over to the scene as they were, you know, working on Mr. Wyatt, administering aid, anything like that? Did you see what happened there?
Yeah, I was standing there when he was on the ground. It was just a bunch of people standing over him trying to figure out what was going on.
All right. And I know you're not a medical professional there, Mr. Livingston, but can you tell me, in your opinion, what was the status of Mr. Wyatt?
Well, I don't know. He wasn't making any noises, and he was just laying there. So I don't know if he was like knocked out or what.
All right. And what did they do to while they were administering help?
Well, I think somebody gave him CPR. I can't remember who, but I think somebody gave him CPR, and that didn't seem to work. So I think they put him up in a car and drove him to the hospital.
All right, very interesting. The other night you told me there was a defibrillator used. Was there no defibrillator used at all?
Oh, what I mean, I thought like, you know, well, I think somebody might have used one of the tasers to try to like defibrillate him.
Somebody used a taser on him to try to bring him back?
Yeah. It's because, you know, it's like the same thing.
Okay. Who was that?
Nosy Nancy over there.
Well, I can't remember who that was.
All right. You think Mr. Morgan got that on video footage as well?
You said you're getting out.
No, I don't think so. I think he stopped filming once he fell.
All right. And once again, what happened to the footage? What did you and I guess Mr. Berry do with it?
Yeah, we looked it over just to see if it, you know, we could turn it into a show, and we realized that it wasn't entertaining, so we just deleted it.
Deleted the footage. Okay. All right. And once y'all got to the hospital, what'd y'all end up doing with Mr. Wyatt?
We brought him inside and told him what happened, and then they took him.
Okay. And then after that, did y'all see Mr. Wyatt again?
No, we didn't see him again. We were waiting for him to get out of the hospital. Then we saw on Twitter that, you know, some official Twitter thing said that he died.
Okay, so nobody ever specifically told y'all that Wyatt died. You just got it off of social media?
Yeah, we saw it on the Twitter. It was like the San Andreas, like something. I can't remember.
All right. Did anybody ever reach out to your knowledge about what to do maybe with Mr. Thompson's body or any funeral arrangements or anything like that?
No, not to me, but, you know, I didn't think it was I wasn't like related to it.
Gotcha. What about maybe anything post afterwards? Was there any issues with like an estate or anything like that? Did anybody ever reach out?
Yeah, a lawyer came and talked to me and gave me some money.
A lawyer came and talked to you and gave you some money. How much money?
You know, like $1.5 million.
$1.5 million.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Livingston, it came to my knowledge a little bit earlier. In fact, I think Wilmer might have even brought it up. Did you have an arrangement to take over Mr. Wyatt's half of the ownership of Burger Shot?
Well, yeah, he wanted to sell it. I said I'd buy it from him, and he said he don't want no money, so he just signed it over to me.
So he just gave it over to you?
Yeah, I didn't even have to buy it. He gave me 50% of the Burger Shop.
You ever find that might be a little odd there?
Oh, it was really odd. I didn't know what. I just was, he just said, "Does anybody want to take my half of the Burger Shot?" I said, "I do." He goes, "Here you go," and he just signed the papers. That was it.
Why do you think Mr. Thompson would just want to give over half of a company he owned?
I don't know. I was really confused about it, but I mean, he gave me half a Burger Shot, so I wasn't gonna say no.
All right, is Burger Shot a pretty profitable business?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. You got to see where I'm coming from here, Mr. Livingston. You receive half of the ownership of Mr. Wyatt's business, and then Mr. Wyatt somehow wills you $1.5 million, and then the last time Mr. Wyatt was seen ever was you dropping him off at a hospital. You see where that's a little
yeah, but I didn't
confusing?
I didn't know he was going to give me $1.5 million when he died, and he gave me the half of the Burger Shot like way before he had the accident.
You and Mr. Wyatt ever had any crosswords or disagreements or anything like that?
No. Well, I stole his truck once. He didn't really like that.
You stole his truck?
Yeah, he bought like a blue like Chevy truck, like a Silverado, and I stole it once because I thought it was somebody else's, and it turned out to be his.
I see. And how did Mr. Thompson handle that?
Well, he was a little upset, but I told him I'm sorry, and he seemed to be okay about it.
Seemed to be okay about it. You stole the man's truck, and he was actually okay about it?
Well, I mean, he was upset, but he said all he wanted was an apology. So I apologized that someone stole his truck.
Were you ever pulled over, arrested for that theft?
No, because it was with the Grape CPD, and he told me that if I just return the truck and say sorry, that he won't charge me.
I'm just racking this up here, Mr. Livingston. You stole Mr. Wyatt's truck. Somehow,
yeah,
he just was okay with an apology. You managed to get half of his business, and he just gave it to you without any form of payment. You've received $1.5 million, even though you weren't that close with Mr. Wyatt, and you're also the last person to be seen with him.
I mean, one of the last.
Right.
Here, Mom.
So let's go back to that incident there over at the CNT contest, if you will. You said that you didn't see the accident.
I wouldn't say it was a CNT contest.
Right. Just a trial run. How about that?
Well, it was more like a Wilma idea that was like, I wouldn't even say co-signed by CNT. I'd say like observed.
I should have said Wilmer's weight.
I got you. So, in talking with various witnesses out there, it's actually come to our attention that a lot of people have pinpointed you as being on top of that tower, that there was a taser fired and Mr. Thompson fell as a result of that taser being fired. Care to explain about that?
I was on the deck of the boat, and I saw after he hit the ground.
Okay, all right. Well, I've got, like I said, 5 people sitting here telling me that you were actually the one on top of the tower. So
what? I never even went up to the top of the tower.
Who went up to the top of the tower then? Because I mean, 5 people are, pointing fingers at you.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure who would have gone up to the top, but I was like by the entrance of the boat most of the night.
By the entrance of the boat. So you were right by the tower.
Yeah, I was by it. Like I said, when he fell, he landed pretty close next to me.
Okay, so he landed pretty close. And did you look up?
I did, but I didn't see anything. It's not like nobody was looking over the edge.
Any day, Bryce.
Okay, all right. Do you know why 5 people would point the finger at you?
Well, I don't know, because of my record.
Do you have a lot of enemies out there, Mr. Livingston?
I mean, it's possible. I might have made some enemies.
Well, the testimony of 5 people saying that you're the one that did it is not looking real good for you there,
Well,
Chuck.
I didn't tase anybody that night. I was doing, you know, I was scoping it for CNT.
All right. See anybody else come down from the tower after Mr. Thompson fell?
Well, I think I saw like, I don't know.
And let me remind you, Mr. Livingston, this is your chance to clear your name because, like I said, people are pointing the fingers at you. Apparently, they think you're the patsy to fall for this. This would be the point to clear your name.
The only person that I saw that was near the tower was, I saw Little Bill near the tower.
Little Bill near the tower?
Yeah, and I think Wilma was close to him.
Wilmer was close to him too. So, Mr. Livingston, were they coming down from the top of the tower?
I think, yeah.
How you doing today, Miss Woods?
I mean, incredibly confused and now concerned about my son's whereabouts, but other than that, I suppose I'm okay.
Yeah, I heard about your son, and I do sympathize, and I apologize for that fact. I do hope
never
he's
got
okay.
that phone call.
Well, I tell you what, we'll get you set up with a phone call. Try to do all that right after this. I've got a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind.
Okay, what about? I was read my rights, but I don't even know why I'm being arrested. You said there was a warrant?
Yes, ma'am. There was a warrant for destroying or altering physical evidence under the Florida Statute 918.13.
Evidence?
Yes, Ms. Bryce, it's come to our attention through our investigation that you weren't exactly kind of truthful, and you may have been involved in a situation to cover up or hide evidence regarding the disappearance of a Wyatt Thompson.
What?
So let's just go back to the beginning here. What was going on that night? Why were you all going out to the ship?
We were getting the family together.
Okay, what was the reason for getting the family together?
That's a weird question. We get family together to be together. Family time. Do you not have a family? Do you not know how this works?
You know, I've been accused of being married to this job, man. So getting the family together, just to hang out on a boat, on a cargo ship?
I mean, to be fair, we've done weirder things. We like to go on adventures.
All right, ma'am. I happen to have testimony from other people that there was a bit of a trial run of a television show sponsored by CNT, which at the time was owned by your soon-to-be father-in-law and with a CFO of a Chuck Livingston, and that this was actually a production for a game show. Am I correct in that assumption, ma'am?
I mean, I was never really involved on any of the production side or with CNT, so as far as that goes, I'm not 100% certain on what they had decided for any shows or anything like that. A lot of things were talked about, so I've heard ideas, but otherwise, I don't know. I'm not the right person to talk to for that.
All right. So they didn't let you know about any sort of competition. They were just kind of doing it right under your nose?
I mean, well, we play games all the time. It's, different things that you do together as a family, so...
Gotcha.
You make it sound so nefarious, but I don't know if it would be anything like that.
All right. And who was out there again? I know I asked you this before, but who was out there with you that day?
Well, other than the family, I mean, it was me, of course, Wilmer, we had Little Bill, Margie, well, Dan's not part of the family, but he's a family friend. We had Morty, and Wyatt was there.
All right. And is a Virgil Steenwater related to you?
Related? No, he's a regular at the bar.
Right. Was he invited as well?
No, I didn't invite him. I don't think anyone else did. We didn't really know him that well at the time, so we wouldn't have invited him.
Why would Mr. Virgil Steenwater be out there with y'all?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not really sure. I know he's a vet, so is there like a old ship down there that's maybe he rode on, or I don't know how that works. Maybe he's
Alright,
lost
well,
in his memories.
We'll put a pin in that and circle back. What means of transportation did y'all take to go down to the boat?
Well, I rode with Wilmer from Sandy.
What was Wilmer driving?
It was one of his trucks. I think it was, yeah, I think it was one of the trucks.
Okay. Was he carrying any cargo that day?
I'm not sure. I know we had been kind of looking at a bunch of stuff in Sandy. I don't think there was cargo.
All right. Ms. Price, do you have any sort of issues with eyesight or anything like that? Are you nearsighted, farsighted, anything?
Well, I get the two mixed up, to be honest. So I have a little bit of issue with some distance, but for the most part, I can see okay.
All right. The reason I asked that question is we have reports that Wilmer was actually carrying some cargo, and since you were with Wilmer, I would just like to ask you, did you not see a yellow sports car attached to the top of Wilmer's vehicle?
I'm not... Well, I mean, he has had cars up there before, so it's not necessarily out of the purview, I suppose. But when I drove up on kind of the family that was already together in Sandy, I was in a different car. We regrouped real quick, and we just hopped in the car and went. So, I mean, I wasn't really paying that much attention, so I can't 100% say for sure.
So you weren't exactly sure that there was a yellow sports car strapped to the top, or even thinking about maybe asking Wilmer why there was a yellow sports car strapped to the top of his vehicle?
Well, like I said, he's had cars up there before, so asking why is not always the first question. Also, I was a little distracted by a giant boat that was there, because that was more unusual to me. But
Right,
yeah.
I know I can understand why there would be a giant boat that was there, but you know, when you met up with him in Sandy Shores, was there a boat around?
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was looking at a boat.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to clarify that.
This way, sir.
All right. So,
It's not often you see that big of a boat out of the water. So
okay, all right. Well, we'll just
Kinda
put a pin
staring
in
at
that. I'm a little curious on how you didn't notice a sports car. We'll put a pin in that. We'll circle back around. When exactly did Wyatt show up?
he showed up later sometime. I was busy talking with Margie because I was having a phone issue. And then he showed up, and I didn't actually see him drive up, so I'm not really sure exactly how he got there or exactly when, but he did show up later.
Okay, all right. Who invited Wyatt, since this was a family outing?
Not really sure. I don't think I ever actually asked, because we were a little more concerned with the fact that, I mean, he had just gotten out of the hospital a couple days before, and I had just found out when we were in Sandy that he didn't have any memory of us. So I was a little more focused on that.
So you said he had no memory of you all. Correct, right? He was suffering from amnesia?
I guess so, yeah.
So I guess my curiosity at this point, Miss Woods, is if somebody had called to invite him out on a family outing, how would he know who y'all were?
Well, honestly, I don't think that would really matter for him because he's best friends with everybody. So, I mean, you should know that. You work in the police department.
I understand that. But we are talking to at least him at this point, and in his current mental faculties. Y'all were strangers.
Yeah, but that didn't matter to him because we would sit in the bar. He used to sit in the bar with me, and he would meet someone new, and he would learn their name, and he goes, "You're my best friend." So it really, again, strangers, that whole thing doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't matter.
If you had to throw up a guess, who called him? Come on out.
I mean, I honestly don't know if I could say, because in a normal circumstance, maybe I could take a guess, but with this one, I don't know, because we, again, just no one knew how he would take reacting with us, if maybe it would spur on a memory or whatever. So it really could have been anybody's idea.
Gotcha.
We
Who
all,
called
we, like
Virgil?
it. I have no idea.
Understand that. Also, do you guys know a Rob Jones?
I know a Rob, but I don't know his last name, I don't think.
Okay, all right.
that
Is there no
cop?
Rob in your family that you would call out?
My family? No.
Okay. Any Rob that you hang out with?
Hang out? No.
Okay.
I mean, like, out. Well, I don't consider anything at the bar hanging out because I'm working, I suppose. If it's the same Rob, then I mean, he's been to the bar a couple times.
I understand, all right. Was
And
there...
I think if it is the same one, I think he's the one that's trying to date the hooker.
Gotcha.
So they've been at the bar.
Okay. Was there a Rob out there that just showed up to hang out with you and your family that day?
Maybe? I think I didn't really know him then, so I don't know if it was the same person, to be honest, and it was a while ago. I wasn't really focused on people outside of my family, you know, unfamiliar faces.
But
and
I
all
thought
that.
this was a family outing.
Well, yeah, but you're asking about people that are not in my family. So outside of my
Mhm.
family, unfamiliar faces, they're harder to remember.
So you
also,
can
I
see
don't
my-
really know what Rob that you're talking about.
So you can see my concern here that we have several people that you're not really very familiar with starting to show up out on a family outing. And I'm just kind of curious, who
Well,
did
it's
the
not like
inviting?
we rented the place out. It's people just show up everywhere.
I could understand if this is Disneyland, man, but this is a cargo ship in a very industrialized port. So once again, I'm just a little bit concerned on why you got several other people coming out for a family outing.
Well, I don't think they out like for us. That would be weird. But like as I said with Virgil, he was a war vet. So if there is like an old ship down there, I know if it is the same Rob, he has his great uncle or whatever he's a vet, and I think him and Herbert, Herbert's his uncle, and Herbert and Virgil may or may not be married. They might be divorced, but either way, they were absolutely together. And they were both vets, so they could be down there for the same reason. Or maybe like Rob is obsessed with war stuff, because you know how some kids are. If they've grown up listening to their grandparents and things like that about the war, they get obsessed with it. And so maybe he's like obsessed with ships. I don't know.
Or possibly could this have been a C&T sponsored trial run of a game show?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
It's just that wasn't the intention for us going down there.
All right, ma'am. Ma'am, is your Twitter handle on social media Bryce Woods?
Yeah. Well, I think it's actually just like the official when you sign up, yes, but what you can see is just Bryce.
Okay.
If that matters.
All right. And approximately 4 weeks ago, do you remember making a tweet in reference to come on down to the dock at Postal 40, win a car, and play in a C&T game show?
I don't know. I've made a lot of tweets, so I feel like maybe I'd remember that one, but I would have to look. I don't know.
Since the start of this investigation, I've got nothing but lies, cover-ups, changes in stories, everything else. For a man that was so beloved, so cherished, and yet everybody seems to be hiding something regarding Wyatt. I just, pardon me, I guess I'm a little bit confused here. Why for a man that isn't, that was so cherished and so loved and everything else, why are people not showing that back? Why is nobody out there trying to respect the memory of Wyatt? Can you answer that for me, Bryce?
We do respect the memory of Wyatt.
By lying? Ever since I started this, Bryce, it's been one lie after the other. Nobody in your family, in your crooked family, can tell me an exact straight story, and yet I find it out piece by piece by piece. It seems like to me you all been so busy trying to hide whatever was involved with Wyatt out there that you have forgotten the fact that we're trying to find somebody that was just a wonderful human being. Tell me why you all are hiding, yet you can tell me with a straight face that you loved Wyatt. Why are you hiding everything then?
What do you mean find somebody? Wyatt's... Are you looking for somebody?
I'm just looking for a body because apparently there's been no body. There's nothing at all out there. Why is nobody actually out there fighting for Wyatt? I feel like I'm the only one fighting for Wyatt. So can you please explain to me why that everybody says they love him so much, that he was so close, and yet the only person who's actually fighting for him is a Blaine County Sheriff deputy?
I've always fought for Wyatt. I've always fought for my family.
By lying and lying and lying?
What have I lied about?
Was this actually a CNT event?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not involved in the administrative process.
What role did you play out there? What were you doing out there that day?
We were having a family, game thing.
A family game thing with contestants? I have an affidavit right here saying there were several contestants out there and that there was a car given away. In fact, that there was a winner, a car that was strapped to the very vehicle that you were driving in to go out there. And yet you don't remember said vehicle?
I don't know. It was so long ago.
I have a tweet that you put out that said this was actually a CNT contest, yet you don't remember putting out that tweet?
I don't know, man. It was one day.
I have
out
statements
of everything.
and
You know how much
affidavits
happens?
from several people involved that said that you even had a role, that you were with a taser, that you were running around hunting the contestants, that you actually, in fact, understood that this was a contest. Am I wrong in that?
I don't know if it's about a contest.
So you find
were
it in your
playing a
own
game.
free time to run around and hunt strangers with a taser?
I don't know.
I have affidavits saying that you were involved in the crowd control following Mr. Wyatt's quote-unquote accident, but that there still was the prize offered to a Virgil Steenwater. The prize that was sitting on the very top of your car that you drove out there with.
I don't know about a prize given. I was not a part of that. I don't know.
And yet you just keep offering me the same bland excuses, Bryce. That's really showing a lot of respect to somebody you claim to quote unquote really care a lot about. Now, do you want to cut the crap and actually come clean to me about what's going on?
I do care about Wyatt. They don't want to tarnish his memory. I'm not trying to do that. I love this family. I'm answering you as best I can.
Then do the right thing. Out of everybody else around here that's covering their own ass, Bryce, do the right thing. And I'll make it easy for you. We'll start at the very beginning. Deputy Rob, can you go ahead and grab her cell phone out of her belongings and bring it in here? I want to see. I want you to log into your phone and I want you to show me that text. Or I'm sorry, that tweet. Can you do that? Can you show Wyatt posthumously how much you actually cared about him? Can you show me that text? It's time to start coming clean.
I mean, I can log in. I don't really know what else you expect me to say.
Let's just start with the truth.
Here you go.
All right, Miss Woods, if you would be so kind as to log into your phone and pull up that text from 4 weeks ago.
I believe the date is May 6th.
May 6th.
Wait.
Why?
Who is calling you?
I don't know. I don't know the number itself, but man has called me before.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Just put it on speaker and just answer it, okay?
Okay. Hello?
Bryce, I hate you. I can't do this, Bryce. I love you. I miss you. Bryce.
Wyatt?
Bryce, keep him talking. Keep him talking.
Wyatt, are you okay?
He's gone, Bryce.
No.
He's
He
gone.
can't be gone again.
Bryce, keep this
Who
guy
are
talking.
you?
Get a trace on that.
Why are
Just
you doing
keeps
this?
talking about you and your family and that you're his true friends.
He remembers.
No. Oh, he remembers everyone. You. And I assume you're with 050.
Oh God.
I saw him take you guys in. It was all over the news.
You're watching us. Who are you?
050, are you there?
No, I'm by
They're
myself.
never going to find my friend. He's my best friend.
He's
No one's
he's
taking
everyone's
him
best
from me.
friend. Where? What is you? And he hung up. Oh my God. He's. What do I do? What do I do?
Bryce, you said you recognize that phone number. Did you get a call from this earlier?
God, I got a call yesterday when I was after the parade, and I heard Wyatt's voice. I didn't want to believe that it was him, but it's him.
Good God, Bryce, you should have come to us with this.
I don't know. I thought maybe it was a prank. I really wanted it to be a prank, because if not, he's been out there this whole time, and we thought he was dead.
All right, Bryce, I need you to calm down. I need you to tell me what that phone call was yesterday. Try to remember.
It just happened so fast. It was something about saying it was Wyatt and oh, it's in.
No, I guess
Hi, it's Wyatt. He was so scared, and I don't. That's all it was. It was so fast. I don't remember the exact words other than him saying it was Wyatt.
Was it anybody around you when you got that phone call?
Well, I was talking to Wilbur and Chuck, and I think there was another cop over there somewhere. Then I walked away to answer the phone.
Okay, all right. And you said it was just a real quick call?
Yeah, it was really fast.
All right, if
You
you...
could see it here. I called yesterday.
All right. 529, let's get them back into a cell right now. Let's try to get a trace on that phone call.
Yeah, I already got them working on the trace.
Okay. All right, let's move Miss Woods back into a cell at this point, and then I need to see you all out front real quick.
Yeah.
There she is, the murderer.
I didn't murder anyone.
Alright, so I got the trace.
Alright.
We didn't keep him talking long enough. I could get it. The signal was, oh fuck, it was bouncing around a lot. I haven't seen a signal that bad since I was investigating freaking Chuck back in the day with Grapeseed.
All right, so we don't have a location. We don't have anything. We just have a number.
We have Blaine County.
Blaine County. Okay.
Somewhere in Blaine County.
So we know that whoever this guy is that has Wyatt is in Blaine County.
Yeah.
And we've got a number. Most likely, probably a burner phone, if I'm guessing.
Most likely.
That would be consistent with what I was looking at. Yeah.
All right. Holy crap. crap. This just blows everything out because I had them pegged as having be involved in Wyatt's disappearance.
Yipple.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt him. I'll let him finish.
We need to turn that family. We need to use this family, guys, because obviously whoever this is, they just called me out by name. I got the original phone call from Wyatt, and now they're going after this family. So who the hell has Wyatt? Was there anything in the past? I know I worked a case where somebody was going after Wyatt in the past, but that guy got arrested and put to jail. Does anybody else remember anything that Wyatt might have been?
Are we sure that he's still in jail?
I'm going to have to go over to Bolingbroke. I'm going to have to check the records because I'm going to be honest, I don't even remember the damn guy's name. I just remember that I got pulled aside, that Wyatt had a stalker, and I was put on the duty of protecting him right here in this station.
Yeah, I remember that because the guy was going around throwing explosives out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I arrested him. I think I was the arresting officer, or as one of them.
What was that guy's name?
What was his name?
His name's in the old system. We don't,
Yeah, it's in the
I don't
old
think
system.
I don't think.
God damn it, why do we have to change systems?
Yeah, the records are in the old system.
I can see if I still have access to it.
Yeah, try to figure out this guy's name. We've got to figure out. Oh my God, we don't have anything now other than, I guess, honestly, opinions here. Wyatt's alive, right? We're not being punked. We're not being pranked here.
100% Wyatt's alive. I heard his voice.
That voice is Wyatt's voice.
Yeah, you can't mistake that.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. All right, so we are looking for Wyatt Thompson at this point, and this is now gone from, I don't know, a missing persons to a kidnapping.
It seems like it.
Yeah, no dice on the system.
All right, I think step one, we got to turn this family. We got to have this family help us out, and they're not going to like me, but they're our best shot right now.
All right. What's going on? What's happening?
All right.
Why was everybody arrested?
Miss Gardner, could you walk over there by your family there? Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So it's come to light that Wyatt may still be alive.
What?
Apparently, don't even act surprised. You all very well know that Miss Woods here, Bryce, has received 2 calls now from Wyatt, and you all very much know that I've received 1 call.
That was a prank yesterday.
Whoa.
Also,
Hang
Margie
on.
didn't know about today. So
Wait a minute.
What's going on?
that's not a nice
Wait a
way to-
minute. Your last name's Woods?
Yes.
So this is
we
how you
talked about
tell
this.
somebody that doesn't
I'm
know
just
that the
learning.
family is still alive?
Oh.
All right, listen, you chaotic bunch. Shut up and listen to me for once, okay?
Very
So rude.
No kidding.
Burn.
What's your
You
badge
all
number?
are the best shots that we have to figuring out what has happened with Wyatt. Obviously, whoever has Wyatt has been reaching out to y'all and is taunting you. My name was even brought up in that phone call down there, and I was the first one to receive the phone call. So obviously, whoever has Wyatt has a personal connection to this family, or is trying to taunt this family with
Wyatt
Wyatt.
is the personal connection.
You got a call and didn't tell us?
What? I told you about.
Oh,
the
him?
call. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about a phone call.
All right. Well, listen
How
to
many
me.
phone calls have there been?
3.
Like I said, you
What?
all are the
You only
best
told me about
shot.
one.
One just happened today. This guy's not being very
Best shot. Get yours.
Okay, attention, eyes forward. I will treat you all like a classroom of small children if I have
You
to.
already have.
You will respect me.
I didn't go farther than 3rd grade.
That
thought
being
you
said, y'all are the best shot we have to finding Wyatt Thompson. Obviously, this person who has him is going to reach out to all of y'all. Right now, we are
Jerry, over here,
drafting.
sweetheart.
Come here,
Can I
Jerry.
help you?
That's my son.
That's Jerry. He can be over here.
Jerry, over here.
All right, come over here.
Shut up, Danford. I'm getting my grandson.
Come here, honey.
Right now,
Wait.
the Blaine County Sheriff's Office is working with the judicial system. We are drafting warrants to have each and every one of your all's phones tapped and surveyed.
What?
Excuse
how long?
me. That's an
Wait,
invasion
whoa.
of my
Oh my
privacy.
I
haven't done
understand
anything.
how
You
y'all
can't
may
do that.
feel, but at the same time, whoever has Wyatt has been reaching out across the phone.
Can you see
This
what
is
we
our
said
best
to each
opportunity
other?
to try to tap
Oh my God, Wilma.
or to try to trace the phone
don't?
calls.
Oh, only with Lawrence.
Not only that,
how-
not only your personal cell phones, we are going to tap your business phones at the Yellow Jack and the Burger Shot.
What?
You can't do that. That's an invasion of our complete privacy.
Ma'am, would you like to sit back there and gripe about it, or would you like Wyatt to come home to safety?
Exactly.
Oh my
She
God,
never,
he's an
she
asshole.
never loved him.
But yes, we are going to tap your all's phones at this time. You understand? If y'all receive a phone call, what you are to do is try to keep this person on the line as long as you possibly can. You also need to have somebody notify us immediately. Do not try to be heroes in this situation. Simply try to get them to stay on the phone until we can pinpoint a location. Can I get a yes, I understand out of everybody here?
Yes,
No.
I understand.
Listen.
The water bowl by
Okay,
the fire
okay, all right. Eyes forward again, everybody. Listen, this is very important. I need you all to cooperate and do your best job with this. This is our best opportunity to try to find where Wyatt is. Do you understand that if this person gets spooked or if he gets worried, he might A, move Wyatt, or B, kill him? So I need you all to understand the gravity of this situation. All right. Our next steps here is we are going to re-handcuff you all. We're going to have transport actually take you to Bolingbroke. At Bolingbroke, they're just going to release you out a back door. But I need that appearance.
902 again.
Yes.
Hey, Favo, do you want me to go get...
Yeah, they were kind of fun, except they call
All
us trash.
Yeah, you
No,
don't
they
call me
called you.
trash.
You don't call my family trash.
We didn't even have a seat.
Exactly.
We were all balancing on a bucket.
Excuse what?
I do not
very
know
strange.
if the stalker
Police
or
brutality.
the kidnapper or whatever this guy is still watching.
Oh, okay.
But I do understand, like I said, y'all need to keep up appearances. So,
Right.
Margie, Jerry, David, you will leave out the front door as normal. Chuck, Bryce, Wilmer, Dan, y'all are going to be transported to Bolingbroke and then released immediately out the back door. Margie, if you want to arrange transportation for them, more than fair. Just make sure that you make it look very common, okay?
So is it reasonable
nice.
that we can say that we got out on bond
Yes.
or whatever? Okay.
Yes. I want Margie to make it look like y'all got bonded out. So if there's a bondsman, go through the motions.
Marjorie, pick my van up. Pick us up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I
yeah,
was gonna send
actually.
David to get the
Yeah,
van. Actually.
yeah, get my van.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Where's your
Okay,
van
let me
at?
just over there.
It's parked at my house.
It's gonna get itchy.
All right.
Okay.
David
We
can pick up
will
the van. I
bring
can sit
Wyatt
here and do the
home.
paperwork.
We will bring Wyatt home safe. We have to do our parts.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's you.
All right. Chuck Livingston, Wilmer Feigelberry, Bryce Woods, and Dan Morgan are being charged in the disappearance of Wyatt Thompson. At this point, they are being transported over to Bolingbroke to be facing charges. At this point, once again, the investigation is still ongoing. If you have any information, please reach out, contact the public information officer with the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. But I do repeat that Wilmer Feigel, Chuck Livingston, Bryce Woods, and Dan Morgan are being charged with in the disappearance of Wyatt Thompson.